everybody, hope everybody's doing well right now. I have this cute book that I wanted to read to y'all. It's called The Squeaky Lion. It says, Woolly Mane Lion was yellow and brown. He was king of the jungle and wore a gold crown. Woolly Mane knew what lions were for. They had to be proud with a frightening roar. But one night he dreamed a huge slithery snake came creeping to get him, and he couldn't escape. He ran and he growled until he was quite weak, and what was once a roar was now only a squeak. Poor Woolly Mane. The next day he crept down the old jungle track, trying and trying to get his roar back. "Please stop," said the crocodile through a hedge. That terrible noise sets my teeth on edge." So Woolly Mane Lion sat on the jungle floor and once again tried out his very best roar. He tried it on 4 legs, he tried it on 2, but one tiny squeak was all that he could do. The animals gathered one by one to discuss Woolly Mane's problem and see what could be done. Bobby Baboon waved his spoon in the air. He cried, "It just isn't fair." "What good is a king?" said Jimmy Giraffe, whose very best roar just makes people laugh. "Who will protect us? We're not safe anymore with a king who sounds like a rusty old door." "I'm supposed to be king of the jungle," Woolly Mane cried, "but who will fear a lion that's all squeaky inside?" He felt so ashamed it was hard not to cry, so he wandered away with a tear in his eye. The animals stood watching in sad dismay that their wonderful king was wandering away. They were all sure it was only a matter of time before Woolly Mane got his roar back and everything would be fine. But deep in the jungle all was not well. From the tall leafy trees rang a loud warning bell. Far below a mean old snake slid out of the leaves. He was grumpy and hungry and not easy to please. That mean old snake looked all around when the king of the jungle couldn't be found. "Well, I'm king of the jungle now," the snake hissed. "That silly old lion won't even be missed." The terrified animals huddled and hid in a huge wooden box and pulled down the lid. One tiny monkey peeked out and shivered with fear as he watched the huge snake come much too near. The monkey ducked back inside with a horrible shout. "He's coiling around us to squeeze us all out." But they didn't know that help was in sight, thanks to Percy the parrot's brave, courageous flight. "Quick, your majesty," cried the colorful bird. "Your friends are in danger, or haven't you heard? I shouldn't have left them," Woolly Mane thought. "I'm to blame. He crashed the jungle like a runaway train." The snake looked up in startled surprise as Woolly Mane leaped out with pure rage in his eyes. Woolly Mane puffed up his chest and he said, "Stop bothering my friends. Try to scare me instead." "Ha!" said the snake. "I'm not afraid of you. I've heard that a tiny little squeak is all you can do." Then Woolly Mane got so angry that he let out a great roar, and he blew the stripes off the snake, who was heard of no more. Now the lion that squeaked doesn't squeak anymore. The king of the jungle now has a mighty loud roar. He's more kingly and brave now. It certainly seems that he'll never be frightened again by a snake in his dreams. The end. Sometimes you have more courage than you actually think you do, and sometimes all you need is a little encouraging from your friends.